Today's video is inspired by one of my favourite channels, One Pack Wanderers. Tia and Chevio have done 2 trips to Australia now, and during both those trips they've highlighted many of Australia's big things. So I found myself wondering, what are Australia's worst or ugliest big things? So after several days research, I can now give you my top 10 worst big things in Australia. So, coming in at number 10 is the giant koala in Victoria. This is located at Dadswell Bridge between Stawell and Horsham in Victoria. And honestly, my problem with this thing is the eyes look scary. And what's going on with his ears? It truly is an ugly big thing. Moving on to number 9. The boxing crocodile. This dude is in Humpty Doo, Northern Territory. He weighs in at approximately 7 tonnes. And, well, he's not exactly the prettiest big thing around. Number 8. The big cockroach in Lower Light, South Australia. I know you were thinking, why would anyone want to make a big cockroach? Apparently it was built in the 1990s as a protest against a waste dump being built in the area. In 2013 it was sent off to a scrapyard to be disposed of and was bought back by a local TV host apparently, who paid 2 slabs of beer for it. Coming in at number 7 is the big cane toad. His scientific name is Buffo marinus. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but locals have nicknamed him Buffy. So Buffy the cane toad is situated in Serena, which is just south of Mackay in Queensland. He was originally made in paper mache, and in later years, as he started to deteriorate, he was later cast in fiberglass. Number 6, coming from Western Australia, is the big dog at a mini railway in Corrigan. Face it, he's just downright ugly. Number 5, our first one from Tasmania, is the big Tasmanian devil from Mole Creek, Tasmania. He's at the entrance to a wildlife park, and he's got no back legs. He looks like a cross between a seal and a Tassie devil. Did someone just run out of money when they were making the statue? Number 4 also comes from Tasmania. This is the big spud from Sassafras in Tasmania, known to locals as Kenny the Kennebec. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. He was built by Rick Rockcliffe, the father of Tasmania's Premier, Jeremy Rockcliffe. Coming in at number 3, and I look at this one and I just think, why? His name is Lefty, the pink buffalo. And he's actually in a car yard in a suburb of Winnerlee in Darwin. His name? Well, when he was built, they decided to make sure you could tell he was male, basically. And apparently, the bit on the left side is larger than the right. Hence the reason he's called Lefty. Number 2. Canberra finally gets a look in. This is considered to be one of Canberra's most prominent big things. This is the big owl. This dude can be found at Belconnen in the Australian Capital Territory. Let me know if I pronounced that wrong. He has a nickname with locals, which I can't actually say on here because YouTube will slap this video down so fast that none of you will get to see it. So I'll let you read the nickname on the screen and fill in the gaps for yourself. Now, before I move on to the number one ugliest or worst big thing in Australia, I'm going to have a few honourable mentions. First, there is the Big Galah in Kimba, New South Wales. To me, those eyes look demonic. I don't know why you would make a Big Galah that looked like that. As for asking just why, there's the big rubbish bin in Kalgoorlie in Western Australia. Honestly, just why? Then, if you go over to Bookerbee in South Australia, there's the big wombat. Kind of looks like someone sat on a wombat. And for the most disturbing, in my opinion, ugly thing, the big Humpty Dumpty at Carnarvon in Western Australia. Maybe if he was repainted, he wouldn't be quite so disturbing. But he's not a pretty thing. And last of the honourable mentions, the big dead fish in Fish Creek, Victoria. Is this for real? It's certainly something you would only see in Australia. That leaves us moving on to number one. I'm not going to announce number one. I'm going to use a clip from One Back Wanderers and let Tia and Chebrio share with you the number one worst big thing in Australia. Before I do, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Also, please hit the like button and please leave a comment below. Are there any other big things that should have been on this list ahead of these? What is your favourite big thing in Australia?
It's only like 15 minutes away.
What even is...
It's a potato! It's a giant potato.
Okay, just... Look at you. You're such a... Why are you being such a goofball?
Look at it!
Look at you.
It's like this is a big old potato in the middle of nowhere.
Are there fries?
No!
This is just too absurd. I don't...
It's funny because like the coloring of it is like not even potato
It
color
really
at all.
doesn't look like a potato. It sort of looks like dog poop. Here, take the camera. Take the camera. We're gonna do Chibio first.
There's Jimmy. Hey, that's a really big potato.